Say
Be a
less.
little creepy.
A
I'd
little
like to
creepy.
see more of that pursuit if
Right.
this is what you're interested in. My arms are wide open, so
When Vanessa told me that she wanted me to apply more pressure, I was happy to hear that. So I listened and I'll do that.
What up? What up? What's good in the hood? This is Mike the Philosopher here with another one. This one is the ranking for the man for RTL. Oh my goodness. What's going on? What's going on with the brothers? I don't know. I'm not gonna hold you though. Let's go in. At number 6 is Luron. All right. This guy is this guy is kind of corny to me. Let me tell you a theory I have about Luron. I think Luron is a puppet for Koshia. Okay, I think Koshia is in the background in Luron's ear on all her enemies, and she want Luron to do all her bidding for her, and he is doing just that. Now, some might say, "Oh, well, what's wrong with that?" LaRon is lame to me. The guy seems very immature in a way. All right. Um, he just seems like someone who doesn't have a whole lot of experience when it comes to dating or women or people. He seems like he's an only child. He seems like he's immature. He seemed like he could be a bit selfish. Now, when he eliminated Alexis, I think he took it was both pleasure and pain for this guy. He seemed like it was a painful process, but then I'm like, okay, so if it's a painful process, why did he vote for her 5 times? like like you wanted her gone. You called her a snake, and then you get to the elimination, and now you almost ready to cry. I don't understand this brother. He had his friend come out and question Maya on some things, and LeBron just seems a bit shallow, a bit like I said, only child syndrome is probably the best way I could really phrase it, because that's just what it is. It's like only child syndrome. So he doesn't. I'm not saying that he won't make a good husband at some point. Maybe he will, but it's going to take a special type of woman to deal with him, a very submissive woman to deal with him. And, I don't know if Maya is that chick. I seen him bring out, uh, what's her name? Mika. And I'm like, what in the hell is Mika doing here? Like, I didn't see that connection at all. I don't know what that's about. I don't even see Shamika being attracted to Lauren like that. I don't know. Maybe she is. I don't know. It was never really mentioned, but Shamika, ain't that Koshia's girl? Ain't they bosom buddies? Why are you trying to date two friends? Is what my question is. Maybe he don't have no loyalty to Koshia. Maybe he do. I think he do. I think he's doing all of the um, bidding for Koshia at this point. Maybe they look. LeBron should have been gone. He should have been gone. He should have been gone last week. Instead, they let Will and Jonathan go. I can understand Will, but instead of Jonathan, it should have been LeBron that went home. Now, I don't know if they kept him around for dramatic reasons or whatever the case may be, or it was a missight on Alexa's side or the lady's side. I don't know. It was strategic. It seemed like it's some conspiring going on here, but LeBron is a very immature type of guy. He just doesn't seem to be ready to grow up and be a grown man. Now, again, I'm not saying that he can't be a husband at some point. I think Luron needs a woman who is going to school the hell out of him first and teach him a whole bunch of life lessons, break up with him, and then he'll be ready for his. See, his next chick, his wife is a few women down, okay? His wife is a few women down. It ain't right now. He ain't ready to love right now. His wife is a few women down. He got to knock down 2 other women before this brother is mentally ready. He needs some more life lessons. He needs to understand that the world ain't gonna revolve around him, and him conspiring against women and all this other stuff is pretty lame. He lost a lot of points with me with this whole thing with Alexis, and he talking about how they conspired to get Koshia out. You wasn't even getting along with Koshia. What are you talking about? You even said to yourself, oh, me and Koshia had some problems this week and we're not really getting along anyway. And you trying to connect with her buddy. So what do you care? What do you care? Okay, that's women problem. That's their stuff. Why are you being childlike? I seen when Will was talking about, first of all, when he said, oh, Alexis, you seen Dominique. He pushed Will like, look at this dude. Look at this ninja right here.
All right. Chaz. No connection.
It would be Alexis.
Alexis.
So on my date with Alexis, she mentioned a beef or something.
He gonna start crying about Alexis. Watch this. And then Dominique got Alexis back. He said that, Alexis is plug and play. And then they showed Will in the interview, and he was like, man, I thought Luron was gonna let that go over a couple, screenshots and all this other stuff. He said he thought he would let that go.
That man, and she gotta go next. She got to go, Tommy. Luron's definitely being a little volatile right now. I was hoping that we could move past the whole messaging thing, but he's definitely in his feelings, and that's not the energy I'm here for.
But that shows how petty Luron can be too. That's why Luron is on the bottom this week. I got Luron at number 6. At number 5 is, it is Alonzo. Look, I think Alonzo is a good dude. He kind of really made up for a lot of things this week. Now, listen, he wrote a letter. He wrote a letter to Patrice. Now, some women might look at that as, oh, that was lame. That was this, that, especially hood chicks. Hood chicks don't like anything like that. Oh, that's lame. That's childish. That's this, that, and the third. But other women will like that. Some women who are not considered ghetto or whatever, they would like the little love letters and things like that. He got a bit of a boyish charm. It's going to take a special type of woman to find that attractive. It's not necessarily, he don't really have any bad attributes to the point where he's coming off disrespectful, petty, narcissistic. He's not doing none of that. So I give that to Alonzo. It's just how he moved. One could question if he's mature enough for a marriage or to be a husband, and if he even understands what that entails. I do know he got these little fetishes though. Black, light-skinned ghetto women. It seemed to be his fetish, his niche. That's why, Patrice and Rashina is his connections. I ain't gonna knock him, whatever, for your, well, I am kind of knocking him for having certain types of fetishes like that. I still suspect he's a bit of a colorist. If he finds his light-skinned queen, that's fine and all, but I don't know. His friend. I'm interested about his friend. Were they exes? Were they dating at one point? Because she's pretty dark. So I don't know, but she's just a friend. So that's all. That's kind of telling you something too. If they just friends, he probably not. She probably wanted to get with him, and he probably didn't want to get with her because she ain't light enough for him. So I don't know, but that's just speculation. But not a bad guy, but I see he still needs to grow up a little bit. So I got Alonzo at number 5. At number 4 is William. All right, William is at number 4, and I think the guy is still a good guy. Now, I know some people say William is a no, and William is this, that, and the third, and he ain't it, and he reminds them of Barney. Shout out to Mega Lawyer Chick again. She said he looks like Barney, and he looks like he's just slow, because the number that he had, he should have known that it wasn't sending and it wasn't working. So you got to be slow to not realize you got the wrong number at some point. I get the point, but I don't know. Some phones, I think, will send you an error message saying the message didn't send, and some phones won't, or networks won't. I don't know. He should have known that the messages wasn't getting through to her. But I wouldn't call him, slow or dumb or anything like that. I mean, he is a comedian. He is a athletic. He is more creative spirit. He is he ain't no intellectual. He ain't no, what is it? Left brain. He ain't no left brain. He's more of a right brain. So he's more of a creative person with comedy and sports and things like that. He's a creator. So he needs a woman who can appreciate that side of him. I think he's mature. I think he made the right call when he was talking about Luron and being petty about the whole Alexis thing. He got some common sense, He makes a lot of sense, and he seemed to be pretty smart to me. Yeah, you can question the whole why didn't he know the number was getting to Vanessa or not, but I'm not going to knock his intelligence because of that. I think the guy is a pretty cool guy, and sometimes even a person who is just good to be around is better than an intellectual person or a smart person or a high IQ person, because that high IQ person could be miserable to be around. So I don't think that's a measure of what makes a good partner. And that's why I think that. And a lot of women say they like, comedy for their man to be funny at least. And he got that. He tell jokes. He does that for a living. So, shout out to Will. I got Will at number 4. At number 3 is Cheesy Chaz. Okay. Yeah, I got Chaz at number 3 this week. And let me tell you why, man. You go up to this woman, you at a bar with her. She tell you that she has some issues with Koshia. You were so heartbroken when Koshia left. And then she tell you that they clash, their personalities clash. And you proceeded to say, then I should make you mine. Okay? I should make you mine. Then I'm going to call you mine. And she was like, okay. And then you get to the men's lounge and you crap all over her. I was like, wow, for real? Is that how we moving, Chaz? Now somebody must have told him something in the middle of that. I think it was probably LeBron. Like LeBron probably talked to Chaz and was like, "Nah, dog, Alexis is this, that," and Chaz just bought all the way into it. Now, when his friends met Alexis, she did say, you know, I'm not a person to start it, but I'll finish it, whatever drama or something to that nature, right? I'm not afraid of it. And he just, like, I put it this way. Sometimes I think people really put people on the bottom because they salty over something instead of people they're not connecting with. I don't, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, you were connecting with Alexis, so why did you send her home? You're not connecting with Shamika. At least I can't see that. Y'all don't even talk. Why didn't you say Shamika? You were prompted to say Alexis by Luron and Koshia. That's what you were doing. Chaz is giving me a lot of misdirection, sorta. I mean, he'll sit up here and say all of these words to all of these ladies. Oh, well, I'll call you mine, and you're gorgeous, and you're not, and you're this, and you're that, and he'll kiss all his ass, and then he'll throw him under the bus in eliminations, and I don't think Alexis deserved his vote to go home. She was one of your connections. Like, you got to be stupid, in my opinion, for anybody, not just Chaz, but for anybody to send your connections home. Like, if I'm on Ready to Love, I don't care if I'm upset with one of my connections, I'm not sending them home. I'm not voting for them. Okay? I am not doing that. Why? Because they are my connection. They may vote me in the house next week. It is shooting yourself in the foot. Really, not just shooting yourself in the foot, okay? Because I know people are here for love. But what I'm saying is, Alexis was one of your connections, man. You had her meet your friends. You didn't have Shamika meet your friends. You didn't have Rashina meet your friends. Why didn't you vote for one of those women? It just doesn't make sense. So I'm getting a little shiftiness from Chaz. All right. And I know that I said he was the peacock in my last video. He's still a peacock, but he's a shifty peacock. You know? Now it seems like all he really has is Vanessa. And if Dominique take Vanessa away from me, I'm gonna be laughing, bro. Because who else you gonna have after that? Who else you gonna have? You gonna have Shamika? No, you ain't. You like Rashina says she got a connection with you, but don't nobody see it. It's not showing up on film. Who else is your connection? Maya? I don't see you connected with Maya. Who else is it? Is it Patrice? Patrice don't seem like your type because she got all the tats. I mean, just keep it real. All you got is Vanessa and Alexis, and you vote for Alexis. That was the dumbest thing I've seen you do in this whole show so far, Chaz. That's why your ranking fell to number 3. I think a part of you is still a cool guy. I can kind of understand why you did it because you don't want no drama, but just like Alexis, man, you could be shooting yourself in the foot. Alexis did that. I thought that was not smart of her to send both of her connections home, Jonathan and Will. Now, here's what I think gonna happen. Vanessa is gonna see your shiftiness. She's gonna start questioning your loyalty to her, and you're gonna have to start making decisions. And you're gonna start moonwalking the whole time. All right. And it's going to catch up to you. I just think that it was not wise to do that. Send Alexis home. You may end up paying for that. Alexis, she paid for that by doing that, by sending Will and John home. And, it is what it is. But all that being said, I had to knock you down a couple notches this week because I'm seeing a little shiftiness. You're not only peacocking, but you're being a little shifty too. And that's, don't start letting other people influence how you feel about certain people. You let Luron do that. And I don't know. I don't respect that. So Chaz at number 3. At number 2 is Justin. All right. Justin is a guy who everybody seemed to get along with, Now, like I said before, I thought the guy had a cheat code. Like, he didn't let people come to his house. Let's see how you live. I want to see how you live. Why we got to come to your friend's house? Why? Because he got a nicer house. I have a feeling that this guy's money and income and things like that is going to be a topic of concern in the next episode. We'll see. That's what it looked like on the preview. But I think Justin is a cool guy, but I think he don't stand square on his manhood. I think he could be run by a woman. I think he will let women run all over him. But at the same time, I think that he is just easy going like that, and it's not going to bother him so much. So as far as husband ready, I think that he is still husband ready. He could make a woman, pretty happy, especially one that will run him. He will make her happy. Just a little, I don't know, just in my opinion, the guy is just a little too soft, to be honest. But in this day and age, and with all of these, with a lot of masculine women, he could end up being a fit for one of those women and rock out and be a good husband, and they could live a wonderful life. You know what I mean? Live to be 90 years old and, anniversary 50 years, so shout out to Justin. I think he's a cool enough guy. It ain't really a whole bunch to knock him on, but he don't stand on his square as a man, and he kind of is a little shifty too, because depending on what woman he talks to will determine what he say or how he feel or anything like that. So as a man, myself, I don't want to say alpha male like myself, because that's I don't want to be, but I just say he just don't move on his square like a man, like I would say some of the other guys do. And for that reason, it's, he is number 2, however, mainly because I don't really see a whole lot of mental health issues or flaws in him that are detrimental to a relationship. I see him being sort of the Alexis version of the male, which is plug and play for the women.
What is it about my boy Justin that you like?
I met him at the pajama party.
Okay.
I don't know, like the conversation, we just had like a good conversation, and it just didn't come off like some of the other guys like being super thirsty, and I feel like he kind of opened up. He was kind of being vulnerable that night.
I like vulnerability.
You like what?
I do.
Okay.
It's hard for men to be vulnerable with a woman, and I'm that woman. I like that.
At number 1, I do have Dom. The guy is solid, stands square on his manhood. He says, I will be a father one day. He's serious about that. He ain't gonna let a big butt and a smile take him off of his course. He's making a connection with Vanessa, who is probably one of the top chicks on the show right now. and he is, you know, and she said she liked his makeup, which means she see the man in him. She see the husband in him. She sees that he will make a good man. That also tells me that maybe she don't like all of the makeup of Chaz right now. She probably sees some holes in his armor a little bit, and that's even understandable. You know, I just see a solid dude when looking at Dom from this perspective. You know, he was playing it a little bit safe with Vanessa, and she said she want to see him apply some more pressure, and he said, say less, I'm gonna do that. So I don't really see a whole lot of issues with Dom. I mean, look, at the end of the day, y'all, I don't really have no issues with nobody, okay? I don't have no issues with the ladies. I don't have no issues with the women. I mean, the men. I don't have any issues with nobody. This is all a love story, and I'm just going off of what I am seeing, and I'm pretty good at dissecting people, and especially in relationships. Now, that's why I have Dom number one. I just see him being probably the best husband, especially this week. Now, things could change. He could do something diabolical, and then, you know, the rankings got to change all over again, because new information helps you get more of a different perspective and a more accurate depiction of their character. But as of right now, we at episode 7 coming in, 7 episodes seen. I have Dom on top right now at number 1. I have Justin at number 2, Chaz at number 3, William at number 4, Alonzo at number 5, and Luron at number 6. Let me know what y'all think about this. I did play matchmaker in the ladies video, so if you want to see my matchmaking skills in the ladies video, go check that out, and let me know what you think about that, and put in the comments who you would match up in this season of Ready to Love. Thanks for watching. If you watched this far, you're dope as hell to me. That's all. You are ranked number 1. Hit the like, share, and subscribe to prove to me more, you number 1. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Like, you're so cool, but I wouldn't mind if you were a little more...
A little creepy. Say less.
Be a little creepy. I'd like to see more of that pursuit if this is what you're interested in. My arms are wide open, so...
When Vanessa told me that she wanted me to apply more pressure, I was happy to hear that. So I listened, and I'll do that. Give me a blink if you're with me and the people in the back. Can I have a blink?
I'm blinking.
Okay.
I'm blinking hard.
Okay.